my name is Ronella Hernandez and I'm your CryptoTV host. I'll be breaking down some of the latest news from the Web3 world. So what do Cristiano Ronaldo, Justin Bieber, and Adidas all have in common? They all love NFTs. And so do I. So today we're going to be talking about NFTs. And please stay tuned for two special guests joining us later. Let's get into it. Everyone knows who Cristiano Ronaldo is, one of the best soccer players in the world. But did you know that he has a partnership with Binance, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world? And it's for his two NFT collections. The latest collection launched 2 months ago, and it pays tribute to Ronaldo's 800-plus goals in his career to date, including the memorable bicycle kick against Juventus in 2018. It offers collectors a choice of 20 different NFT designs in 4 levels of rarity. And one lucky collector actually won the chance to meet Cristiano in person for a training session, with Binance covering the cost of flight and accommodations for it. Well, Binance has just released a video of the athlete taking a lie detector test, an experience that Ronaldo called one of my toughest challenges. During the lie detector test, the interrogators asked Ronaldo a number of burning questions demanding a yes or a no answer. And among the questions were some about his investments in NFTs. Ronaldo revealed that he owned digital collectibles and that he intended to create more in the future. So this indicates that the soccer star could soon launch more NFT collections on Binance. When asked if the bicycle kick was his best goal, Ronaldo answered in the affirmative. But the lie detector machine said that it was a lie. So this prompted him to reiterate his belief that it was the best, but explained that other goals may fall into other categories, such as most difficult or most beautiful. And as for his soccer career, Ronaldo said yes to a question about whether he would still play at the highest level at age 40. And the machine confirmed his answer. So I guess we will be able to watch Ronaldo play for a long time to come. And as for his Web3 businesses, he signed an exclusive multi-year partnership with Binance in June 2022. The purpose was to create NFT collections that would attract his fans to the Web3 space. And Ronaldo revealed his first NFT collection in November 2022 of 7 animated statues of him with 4 levels of rarity. Now, this new video that just came out, it's reminiscent of the Vanity Fair celebrity lie detector test. So it was surely a way to give more publicity to the collection itself and to Binance, which has actually faced a lot of negative press this year so far, especially in the US, given a crackdown by the regulator, the SEC. But despite all this, the crypto exchange remains the largest trading platform in terms of volume. And the comments on the video were mostly positive. People called him a legend and inspirational and applauded his confidence. If you haven't seen it, I recommend that you watch the full video on Binance's YouTube channel. Another company that is redefining digital collectibles is Adidas, which has launched successful wearable collections and is about to launch an avatar project. It recently announced its new digital art program called Residency by Adidas Studios, also known as its 3 Stripe Studio. Now, this is the brand's first digital artist in residence program, and it surely will be a way for budding creators in the non-fungible token space to leverage Adidas' reputation and platform through its events and marketing tools. According to the program's website, the aim is to collaborate with up-and-coming artists and provide a creative pathway for digital artists to further connect with the brand and their passionate community of collectors and connoisseurs. Adidas Studios announced the first 2 artists of this initiative, Monkey Moto and Adra Kandil, also known as Dear Nostalgia, who blends photography, typography, and digital montages, while Monkey Moto's work revolves around digital illustrations, fashion, and gaming. Things kicked off with the sale of 2 open edition and 2 limited edition NFT art sales on September 6th, and it will end on the 11th. So if you want an NFT by one of these artists, go snag one now. Personally, I think Adidas has done a good job so far of incorporating Web3 strategies into their overall corporate strategy. They don't just do it for publicity, but because their customers want it. Recently, Adidas rebranded its X account from its Bored Ape PFP, who was named Indigo Hertz, to the new name Alts by Adidas. Alts, I guess, is like alternative, and I think this residency program is a good step towards promoting more digital and NFT artists. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Their artwork actually premiered in Seoul, South Korea, where Blockchain Week Korea is currently being held. Let's look at some of these tweets from event goers in Seoul for Blockchain Week. Sebastian Borget, co-founder and COO of the Sandbox game, posted this image of a jam-packed conference center that he said, while some say the Web3 and NFT markets are at their lowest. And it's true that while the NFT market is down compared to past cycles, there is still lots of creation and trading going on by people who are in it for more than just speculation. Another big use case for NFTs besides art is music. And this is where Justin Bieber comes in. This week, a company called Another Block, a blockchain-centric music platform, and the music producer Andreas Schuler, also known as Axident, announced the release of one of Justin Bieber's tracks called Company, in the form of an NFT, with only 2,000 copies available. And Company is a song from 2015. This NFT will allow Web3 investors and fans or believers to invest in a slice of the song's royalties. However, Axident will remain the right holder of this song, while those who own the track's NFT will receive a 1% share of the song's streaming royalties on the platform. Basically, this move creates a new revenue stream for producers, and it also provides fans with a unique opportunity to discover and connect with the other individuals responsible for these beloved tracks. I'll admit, I'm a big Justin Bieber fan, so I will likely buy this NFT, not just in support of him, but because of the collectible feature. Just how people used to have CDs or records to collect. You can think about it in a similar way. And it might also be a way to introduce more people to NFTs and maybe help them get over that cringe factor that unfortunately has overshadowed the technology as of late. And it makes people think that you're weird just because you like NFTs. But I promise we will get through this together. And that's why I asked two friends of mine and big Web3 supporters to join me today. I have two dear friends joining me today. On set, we have Ed Sharp, the founder of AIO Exchange.
Hello.
And Chloe Kong, the founder of Block Club, the events company. How are you guys today? Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
All right, well, I wanted to start with just a little icebreaker game, this or that edition, but crypto edition. All right, so let's start with BTC or ETH. Which do you prefer?
ETH.
ETH.
ETH too, yeah.
Me too. Okay, we all agree. Why? Why ETH?
Smart contracts for one. You can't really deploy a smart contract on Bitcoin as you can do with ETH. And it's really the center of Web3. Wallets connecting to DApps. You don't really see so much in Bitcoin, which is more just a store of value.
It's getting there. It's getting there. They're starting with ordinals and that.
Yeah, they are. But I mean, everyone sort of deploys their games, DApps on the Ethereum blockchain, really, on the MetaMask. And Bitcoin's just not as fast, not as scalable. So,
yeah, it was my first investment in crypto, so that's why I prefer it. What about you, Chloe?
Me too, because it's easier for me to swap. And with BTC, you need to, have a centralized exchange to buy it, which was not allowed in Shanghai. So.
Right. Okay, and then do you prefer China, since you mentioned Shanghai, or Dubai?
I love Shanghai, okay? But for crypto scene, definitely Dubai.
What about you, Ed? Do you prefer UK or Dubai?
Oh, definitely Dubai. Yeah, there's so much more going on here.
Okay, for like the crypto community, you mean?
Yeah, and just in general.
All right.
Great nightlife.
And then what about digital art or physical art?
Well, I do love art, and I have a lot of artist friends. They're in Spain, they're in Paris. They do a lot of shows. But for me personally, because I started trading NFT 5 years ago,
right,
and I made profit. And I never made any profit with a real piece of art. So I would say, well, it's difficult. For me, I like both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair. What about you, Ed?
It's got to be physical art for me.
Physical art. Why?
Yeah. I mean, digital art can be generated by AI. I think it's a lot easier to do. You can go back, edit your changes, whereas nothing really compares to a physical piece.
Okay. So like the innate talent of a person.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. But do you guys own any NFTs, or do you invest right now in the market?
Yeah, I own a couple of NFTs, none of the big ones like Base or whatnot. But I mean, in general, I tend to stick to cryptocurrencies.
Okay, and what about you?
So I started my NFT collection in, not my collection, I started to invest into NFTs 2021, I think. And then my biggest one was called Crips. I don't know if you guys know, it's like a lizard. And then it went up 500% within 2 days, and then you can stake it. That's how I learned how to stake. So then you stake it, and then they give you Lumi token. So every day you are generating like 500 to 1,000 USD that time, until they launched a new NFT, and then the whole project just crashed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, but you were able to make a profit and
I made a
hopefully
profit.
sell it, yeah?
Because the 2 Crips, it was airdropped to me. I was on the whitelist. So I didn't put any money in, but then of course you get the Lumi, and then I swap it every day. So that's it.
Benefits of being early.
Yeah, and then also I did some, there was a panda collection, I forgot the name now. But yeah, I also made some profit on that. And you know, there's another one called Biebers. You know the Biebers? Because I was in Shanghai and they launched this Biebers. It sounds like Habibi, you know.
Oh, okay.
And because I was living in Dubai for 3 years, I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it. The next day, it was doubled. So I bought 10, and then the next day I sold 10. It was very good year, 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. All right. So then you both have moved, well, you moved to Dubai. You spend a lot of time in Dubai now. You split your time.
Yes.
So can you guys go into why that is? Why you decided that now that you're working in the crypto space, Dubai was your place to be?
Okay, for me, I am a community builder, and Dubai, lots of people, they moved here. You know, Binance, Bieber, Hobby, all the big Chinese companies, they all moved here. So of course, I'm gonna follow in them. And my community is not just Chinese, as you can see, because Web3 TV has come to my show every month.
That's true.
Thank you so much for supporting my events. And it's growing because people are still moving to Dubai, you know, this year. So I think I'm gonna stay, definitely. Yeah.
And what about you, Ed? Why do you love Dubai?
In terms of crypto, I just think it's the largest area, the Middle East region. I know Singapore is also pretty big as well. But in terms of events, like the ones that Chloe holds, the events in London just don't compare at all. So the level of networking here, finding investment as well is far easier. So just in general, it's a lot better for the whole crypto scene. All
right, so then let's get into your companies a little bit. AIO Exchange, tell me about it and why it's different from other crypto exchanges out there.
Okay, yes. So AIO Exchange is much like an exchange aggregator, actually. So we take the top 16 different centralized and decentralized exchanges. So Binance, Bitfinex, Coinbase, and as I mentioned, decentralized, so like Uniswap, PancakeSwap. And whenever a user comes to our platform to buy, say, Bitcoin, we'll deposit to the best exchange, trade and withdraw all in that one click, just with that one account.
Okay.
So users don't need to sign up for each individual one or plug in their API keys. That's all done under us. And the advantage of that is one, cheaper prices. So we'll analyze the best deposit networks, the order book, and the withdrawal networks. And the other good thing about AIO as well is the number of tokens. So Binance, for example, has like 600 tokens, KuCoin's over 1,000. But when aggregating all these centralized exchanges together, we're able to achieve more than 5,000 different cryptocurrencies at the best price.
So you registered the company in UK, is that true?
Yeah, I mean, the holding company is based in the Cayman Islands, but it's registered in the UK and various other regions as well.
All right, so then how does it work when you're trying to operate in different regions? Like, is it even legal for me to trade on AIO Exchange
it's completely,
in the Middle East?
Yeah, it's completely legal. It depends on what region you're based in. So, for example, we can't offer our services in Singapore at the moment and other Asian regions, but we hold our custodial license in the Czech Republic. And we sort of outsource that to our various other different companies.
Interesting. So you're in Cayman Islands in Czech Republic?
Yeah,
why do you
London.
need those two?
So the Cayman Islands is a bit difficult to get the necessary licensing for this. And the Czech Republic, we sort of outsource that license so we can operate in these various different regions.
Okay, interesting. All right. Now, taking it to you, Chloe. I know that you host a lot of events in Dubai. So I wanted to ask what you think about the community here and what it takes to put on weekly events and to get people to come to your events.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So I think the community is very vibrant. We have like, I think within my community alone, we have more than 100 different nationalities.
Yeah.
And every event, we like yesterday, we probably have like 30 nationalities. And last Sunday, we probably have like 30 to 35.
Right.
So it's very vibrant. And people love each other, you know, because in Dubai, because we only have 10% of the population as locals. So everyone, we are all foreigners. And we don't have this racism towards each other, because we know
We're all from everywhere.
we're all from everywhere. You can't be racist, right? So yeah, I really love the community here. It's very different than the community I have in Shanghai. Because in Shanghai, 90% it's all Chinese and then 10% of the foreigners. And last year, a lot of them, they have left. They went to Singapore, Hong Kong, or here. And well, yeah, and I love it because people are very friendly. Nobody is giving hard time to others within my community.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then what does community mean to you? I'm going to ask this question to both of you. Being part of the crypto community, what does it mean to have a good community?
No, I think it's the most important thing, because if you're launching something in Dubai, let's say, you need to get hold to all those people who might be interested in investing in you or be the user of your project.
Yeah.
You know, you need to have a community for everything, basically. Yes.
Would you say the same for AIO Exchange?
Yeah. I think as Chloe was mentioning, it's very important to have a dynamic, a diverse community as well, which is fantastic here in Dubai because of all the different nationalities, like you mentioned. And yeah, I mean, I guess you see everyone's strengths and weaknesses here. People come from all different sort of backgrounds. And yeah.
Yeah, but then what does it mean to be part of like a community within your respective companies? How do you bring people on and keep them on?
I think it's really important to have a really good communication with your customers, because many crypto projects are unfortunately scams, and it doesn't have a good reputation when you've got exchanges like FTX, even the biggest ones with some of the most trust that have gone bust. So I think communication, and especially as like a founder, so it's sort of the top level, it is important with your users and customers in your community.
So then what would you say to someone that's like, you know, they just see the headlines of FTX and they think that all crypto is bad and a scam? Like, what do you say to someone like that?
It's very difficult because I can see why, you know, people did that. People feel, you know, in this certain way. I mean, so much money was obviously lost from the crisis, so it's going to be very difficult for exchanges like mine and other crypto projects to regain that sort of level of trust. However, I think it's just going to take time. I think that's the main thing. And yeah, I mean, it's going to come to a point where crypto is going to be required, I think, in daily life. I mean, you're already seeing now in Dubai, like, how people can pay for apartments or taxis in cryptocurrency.
True.
And I think as it gets more popular, just because of its advantages, so its security, its openness, I think it's going to get more widely adopted, and only then will we really start to regain the trust in crypto.
Yes, hopefully. And I know that you guys are also business partners. You have your own new project that recently launched. It's called Hug Me Token. So I'd love to learn a little bit more about it and how that came to be. So Chloe, maybe if you want to start, tell us about Hug Me Token.
Yes, so Hug Me Token was born 2 days ago on my birthday. It's also Hug Me Token's birthday. You were there.
I was there,
We did a nice launch event, and we will do some airdrops to my community community people very soon. But now we're setting up the pre-sales and stuff. So once all the prices fit, then we will promote it in my community. We do some free airdrops to the people who have supported me, you know, over the past 8 months. And our token is actually a utility token that the token holders, they can stake their token, amount of token on our website. And then they have for 6 months. We haven't finalized it yet, but most likely it will be 3 to 6 months for a good amount of tokens. And then they get to attend all my events for free or 50% off at the door.
Okay.
And then you also get all sorts of other benefits, like you get free access to the box in Coca-Cola Arena.
Okay.
And you get maybe you are invited to every Thursday with Ornella, and of course I will be dropping you guys tokens as a reward. And also we do have other benefits like discounts with high-end venues, or priority access. Let's say you go to Zuma, you never need to book a table. You can always walk in. Or you want to go to Aura, you don't have to book 1 month in ahead. You can just use our Hug Me token and then get access to them within 1 or 3 days.
Okay, that's a lot of benefits there.
Yes,
it's like a membership club, basically.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the concept.
Chloe mentioned the Coca-Cola Arena. And these sorts of boxes you can't buy even if you wanted to get tickets to them. So we've got these sorts of exclusive benefits that are impossible for anyone who wants to gain those without actually being part of a membership or a club or owning the whole box. So some of these benefits are really, really fantastic.
Okay. And so why did you guys decide to start this in the first place?
Okay, I've had this idea actually 5 months ago. And with another token, I can't say it now, but then one day I was doing I'm telling the truth, okay?
Okay, tell us.
So we're doing an event, and then there was Arabic guy called Abi. He came, he was like, why don't you do a token called, because he saw my sponsor from Kiss Me, Jack, and he was like, why don't you have a token called Hug Me? I was like, I like the name, and then everyone loved it.
With the name.
So it's actually him who came up with the name, the idea of the name, and I loved it. Hug me.
Oh, I see.
And then I was talking to Ed. I was like, maybe we should mint a new token called Hug Me, and then use this, promote this token to have the utility for all my events. Because soon we will have events in London, Miami, and Bangkok, and so yeah. And then and everyone loves the name Hug Me token. It's so easy to remember.
Cute. It's very cute. It even has a cute mascot. A sloth.
True. Yes.
Can you explain why its mascot is a sloth?
I mean, you often see sloths, and they're often hugging trees. And we were trying to think of an animal which was most sort of representative of the Hug Me name. And we really thought that we were thinking about koalas, but they're just sort of in the Australian region. So I mean, we came up with the sloth.
Got it.
And they're very cute as well.
They are.
Yeah.
But you guys are such hustlers. You guys aren't sloths.
Sloths? It could be, slow motion.
Slow motion, yeah. They like.
But yeah, Ed is great because he has his full team, the developer team, and we managed to make it happen from the day the guy come up with the name. And then I literally asked him, are you sure you don't want to launch your own token called Hug Me?
I'm going to use this.
Because I think it's a great idea, brilliant idea. And he insisted he doesn't want it. He just wants to keep the burned address, right?
Yeah.
You said that.
Oh, okay.
So, but burned address, once it's been sent, the token's gone. So it doesn't has the value, right?
Yeah. So just so we can talk a bit about the burning.
Sure.
So as Chloe said, you can have access to the Huggers Club if you own like 1 million tokens. But we've also got another mechanism as well through burning that anyone can access these events by burning the token, and they'll get a 30% discount on any of the event tickets and also a free drink.
Yeah.
So that's how that mechanism works.
So how are these tokenomics different from other burning mechanisms of other tokens?
Well, okay, so the event token itself, I'll first explain how that's a little bit different. So many of these tokens or NFT projects, which is more sort of popular for events, they launch with the promise of having access to these sorts of events and clubs in the future. Whereas Chloe has got a really long-standing history of launching fantastic events all over the world. So in Shanghai, as she mentioned, and some of the venues here in Dubai are just spectacular, like the Aura Lounge, for example.
That's the Sky Pool at the St. Regis in Nepal.
Exactly, and we're not promising this. This is currently happening all the time. People are always turning up to Chloe's events or Hug Me token events even. And so it's not an if, it's just a when now. Where when they buy those tokens, they will get access to this club.
Sure.
And it's really fantastic. Now, in terms of the tokenomics, many just offer you have to buy the set number of tokens, and that's that.
Right.
And now the Bernie part's a little bit different because we still want to be able to offer these events to everyone. You know, they don't need to have $10,000 to have access to these tickets.
Okay.
And we also want to give the benefits of you know, free drinks and paying in crypto. So you know, while many clubs only offer this exclusive access, people will still be able to access Chloe's events if they don't want to commit that amount of money.
Okay, that makes sense. Do you want to add anything?
Yes,
Chloe?
and yeah, so also this sounds like a private members club.
Right.
But usually for private membership, you have to pay every year.
Yeah.
But for us, once you hold it, as long as my company goes on and the event's going on, then they can access to the events with all the benefits.
Oh, so it's a lifetime membership.
Okay, it's once, okay, you have to hold it and stake it for minimum 6 months.
6 months, yeah.
6 months, and then you have the benefits.
But
Okay.
you don't lose that money, which
Yeah.
is the point. Like, you don't pay for the membership and you know, your dollars go out the window. After that 6-month period, you'll be able to, you know, get your Hug Me tokens back, sell them on an exchange liquidity pool.
I see.
Yeah.
So there's no really loss of funds through getting the membership.
True.
Oh, but then every 6 months you would have to buy more if you want to continue.
No, you just have to stake them for
To stake
another
them.
6 months.
Oh, okay, you just stake them. Okay.
Yeah, for the same amount.
Right,
So
right.
let's say we had an investor. He said, okay, he wants to do the pre-sale, and he will pay 3,000 USDT today, and then he will get the membership, and then he will mint it. He will stake it on our website, and then from this Sunday, he can just show up without paying for the tickets. I've already done this for 8 months in Dubai. From 1 event, now it's 5 events a week. I'm also hiring 2 more assistants to help me to run the events because now high season is coming. And let's see.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for
Thank you.
coming on the show. And everyone, please check out the Hug Me token, Block Club events, AIO Exchange, and if you want to become a member of the Huggers Club, where can they get more information from?
From the website, so hugmetoken.com.
All right.
Yes.
And what about where can people follow you on socials?
It's at
It's the same.
hugmetoken. Yeah.
Yeah?
So
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram.
And personally, for Chloe and Ed?
And for me?
Yeah.
Okay, I have Chloe Kong on Instagram. Yes.
I kind of like to remain a little bit private, but you can you can follow my. I don't actually have a public account at all, you see, but you can follow my exchange, of course, at the AIO Exchange on Twitter and Instagram.
All right. Well, thank you so much, you guys, for your time. And please, everyone else, stay tuned for the rest of CryptoTV.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In the crypto market, Bitcoin is currently trading at $25,800. Ethereum keeps hovering around the $1,600 price point. DOT is currently trading around $4.20, and the Render token pumped by 5% in the past 7 days.
That's all for today. Please give me a thumbs up and a comment below. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.